The wall-climbing gods are much faster than running on the ground. One jumped in first. Luckily, the guardian shot him down swiftly. Even with just half a body, this god clawed his way onto the car, and with his missing legs, he was as nimble as a little bug. He attacked the guardian like a dual-lane athlete, pushing him back. Luckily, the guardian's outfit acted like armor, or he might have lost his head. Meanwhile, another guard ambushed from the top, grabbing O'Connor and giving him quite the thrashing, eventually managing just when he was about to meet his maker. The car zoomed under a bridge, taking half the roof with it. What bad luck! Stuck in the bridge, the guard saw his son snatched by tomb raiders while celebrating, and the lady led men into a room. Suddenly, a cloud of smoke billowed out of the room, and the woman zipped out like she was off to a dance. What's going on? Are you scamming us? I know, you just got scammed. Everyone was feeling uneasy. As they freaked out, a shadow lunged. A guy drew his gun, and the shot mummy grinned weirdly. He wanted your chest shown, but one guy ignored warnings, opening the box. But the mummy vanished. The three looked around cautiously, only to find the mummy had scuttled up to the ceiling. It circled around one guy, opened its big mouth, and sucked him clean. The other two were almost losing it, and could only fire wildly in retaliation. After absorbing the soul, the mummy turned human. When she reopened the door, he was handsome, floors littered with empty corpses. This mummy was now the revived Scorpion King, charging to Aseth with O'Connor's son to awaken the long-dormant beast, and guess what? The son escaped from the toilet. The rejuvenated Scorpion King caught him easily. The clever son left a trail. But caught by his parents, the Scorpion King raised arms, making Lake Water jump. He formed a spectacular wall of water, and with a wave of his hand, the wall obediently surged forward into the horizon. O'Connor and Eve cautiously advanced in their airship, with the lake behind them roaring as the water surged like the ocean toward them. A flood face formed from shadows stared at their ship, opened its giant mouth, and O'Connor frantically ordered a turn. The airship sped ahead, weaving through the cliffs, with the Scorpion King's enormous head chasing behind. Finally, they escaped his pursuit. They finally exhaled, but the danger wasn't over. The flood chased after them, forcing the airship to speed away. Unfortunately, they ran out of fuel, and the airship lost power and was caught up. Luckily, the main character shield saved them from the fall. The group had to trek on foot to Aseth and ran into the Scorpion King's minions, but after a fierce battle, they made it into the pyramid just before dawn, right as the Scorpion King and Anxunaman arrived for a surprise attack. They were the first to rush into the pyramid, truly worthy of the Scorpion King's bracelet. Even the clustered test bugs avoided him. The curator found a Scorpion King statue, reached in with the braceleted hand, and it turned gold. Soon, the gold spread out, turning the entire pyramid into a sparkling wonder, and a massive shadow rose from it, spreading outward. The ominous shadow spread across the desert, with the ground shifting to form a legion of death warriors, and the guardians had been waiting patiently. The newly revived Death Army had gathered, marching toward the battlefield. The lead dog signaled, and the armies of death stopped on a dime. Guardian forces pulled out their arms, and the dog-headed commander yelled to attack. As the Guardians charged forward, the Death Army wasn't backing down. All of them charged towards the enemy, laughing wildly. The dog soldiers were decked out in shiny armor, swinging their scythes as they came. In no time, they collided fiercely, and the Death Army proved ineffective, quickly being pushed back by the Guardians, who severed the last undead's arm. The Guardians were ecstatic like kids, but suddenly one felt something off, bolting through the crowd toward a distant dune. A fast-moving black lion appeared in the distance, and the undead army came in like a tidal wave, a real army of the undead charging faster than ever. Just about to be overwhelmed, the Guardians glanced at their few remaining comrades, hoisting their bags in surrender, bracing for death against the swarm of foes. Meanwhile, in the underground palace, O'Connor and Imhotep were locking eyes until a door creaked open, revealing a huge shadow that was down. It was the revived Scorpion King. They exchanged glances, silently agreeing to put their weapons down. The Scorpion King gave a wicked smile, while Imhotep turned tail and ran in defeat. The Scorpion King came charging after him, and Imhotep, seeing he had nowhere to go, dropped to his knees. Faced with such a formidable foe, O'Connor could only hit the ground running, and keen-eyed, he noticed the statue had the exact tattoo as his. He felt a surge of hope. This is my destiny. I believe in you. He quickly called his brother-in-law to activate the trap, and the Scorpion King gained on him as O'Connor frantically fled. Sensing he was trapped, he grabbed a long blade, turned, and fought the Scorpion King. Just as he triggered the trap surprise, it was the legendary executioner. He tossed the blade, but it was intercepted mid-air by Imhotep, who wickedly pointed at the Scorpion King, but O'Connor swooped in first. Grabbing the blade, O'Connor slipped, about to tumble into the blood pit, when the Scorpion King charged at him, and O'Connor retaliated with a stab. He found himself saved from the blood pit, while Imhotep's plan fell through, as the mighty Scorpion King turned to ash in an instant. Having lost the Scorpion King's magic, the undead army turned to a cloud of ash, and the battlefield fell silent. When the cloaked warriors opened their eyes again, the desert was empty, mist rising from below forming the Scorpion King's ghost, which dissipated quickly. Just then, the underground palace collapsed. Imhotep and O'Connor teetered at the abyss edge, grabbed by the undead, forcing them to hold on. Disregarding the danger, Imhotep grabbed O'Connor's hand, pulling him up, while he shouted for his love to come save him.